was kind of just celebrating, the fact that I still have it. You know, I haven't been on a capture and kidnap mission probably in 5 or 6 years now, but so going into who hired me, going into this mission, I was kind of nervous about whether or not, I still had it, but all of my genjutsu and all of my jutsu are still as powerful as ever. To be quite honest with you, I can't wait to go home and tell the society, tell the boys. They're probably going to be extremely excited to hear this, because it's been a while since the group has really done any, these types of missions, but nevertheless, I have to ask you, I hope those bonds around, all of your body aren't type. Right now you're laying in your bed, and I have a ton of ropes, straps, sort of the matter to keep you tied to your bed. You're probably wondering, who is this random person and why are they doing this to me? They're not going to torture me in my bed, are they? No, that's not why I'm here. You see, my name's Steve, and I'm from the SSSSS. That's right, 5 S's. If you're wondering what it stands for, I'm from the Secret Society of the Sleepy Sound Shinobi, and believe it or not, I was hired by somebody who really cares about you and loves you. They reached out to me and told me that you weren't getting a full 8 hours of sleep every night. And when I heard that, that really irritated me. I don't typically do this freelance, low budget, missions, but if somebody who knows about our organization reaches out to me and says, yeah, I have this friend who's not getting his full 8 hours of sleep, that really irritates me. I can't. Do you know what it's like to get a full 10 hours of sleep every night and then hear about other people not getting 8 hours of sleep? It drives me crazy. How the hell do you function? How are you supposed to go to work and do your best every day? Or you go to class and do your best every day if you're not taking care of your body? You can believe what you want to believe, but the most important thing in each and everyone's life is getting a good, solid night of rest. And I'm talking going to bed before 2 a.m., going to bed before 1 a.m. Hell, if you go to bed anywhere from 10 p.m. to 12 a.m., we don't have a problem. But if you are somebody who's not getting their full 8 hours and you're going to bed way later than this, you're not doing yourself any favors. And it irritates me. And so I figured the price was right, yeah. And on top of the fact that I'm now emotionally involved in this case, I decided to help my client. And here I was. I saw you, I've been stalking you, you completed your tuning mission, and as soon as you completed that, I figured, he's all out of chakra. I figured now would be the right time to snatch you, and it was. After your mission, when you were walking back to your house, I'm sorry about that, but I did what I had to do, and now I have you. So the time is about 9 p.m. You're all strapped up in your bed. This is probably typically, 4 or 5 hours before you would go to bed, but I've been hired to do a job, and I'm going to carry that job out. Plus, who the hell do you think you are not getting a full 8 hours of sleep? It really irritates me. So if you're wondering who I am, my name is Steve, and like I said, I'm part of the Secret Society of the Sleepy Sound Shinobi. Which to you, you're probably wondering, who the hell are we and where do we come from? Well, ironically, we got our start, as in the name implies itself, we got our start in the Sound Village, created by Orochimaru. We're actually a defected group of shinobi that originally began with Orochimaru. Orochimaru's main goal in life is to discover all of life's secrets, just like his master, Sarutobi Sensei. He wants to discover the secret to every ninjutsu that has ever been created, and the third Hokage did that. But the one thing that the third Hokage could not eliminate was, alright, I figured I'd give you a second to guess it, but he couldn't evade mortality. And so Orochimaru defected from the third Hokage because he figured, you know, he was a role model. Some don't even know this. The story always gets so mixed up, but Orochimaru actually really looked up to the third Hokage, but he also looked down on him in the sense that, okay, you discovered all of this knowledge, but you didn't discover how to become immortal. So what does learning all of this knowledge do if you're not immortal and around forever to either teach people it or use it? And so that's simply what Orochimaru wanted to do. And so I'm talking, you know, a time before the Sound Shinobi 4 were even around. Orochimaru had us, well, my group of Shinobi called the Secret Society of Sleepy Sound Shinobi. And what our goal was, we carried out missions for Orochimaru, but our main thing was we didn't use lethal force, right? And the bigger the Sound Village grew, and the more of a infamous reputation, I guess you would say, Orochimaru got from the rest of the world was. One second, I'm a little parched. Boy, you do have some good orange juice. But the bigger Orochimaru got, he got cocky in himself, and he wanted to use lethal force by any means necessary to carry out his missions and his will. And you know, there's 6 of us in the secret society of the Sleepy Sound Shinobi. I'm sorry, but we didn't agree with Orochimaru's philosophy. We didn't want to kill people because, you know, killing people is whack. The only thing that we really took an interest in was putting our enemies to sleep, because there's nothing more humiliating than using an extremely powerful genjutsu on your enemy, watching them fall asleep, and then watching their village destruct from the inside. And that's what we would do. So Orochimaru, we're actually, I apologize for the noise. We're actually a rogue group of shinobi, kind of labeled similarly to the Akatsuki. They're also a rogue shinobi group, but the difference between us and them is they use lethal force, and their end goals are stupid. We just care about people's health, and, you know, if you do want to make an enemy of us, we use our genjutsu in a way where it puts you to sleep, and then your village is just destroyed from the inside because nobody's running it. For example, we actually were hired by the Akatsuki. Toby hired us, and to this day, it kind of makes our society mad. Toby goes around telling people that, oh yeah, I took over the Hidden Mist village, I used the genjutsu on Yagura, their Mizukage at the time, but really, the story behind that was Toby hired the secret society of the Sleepy Sound Shinobi, and our mission was just to keep Yagura, the Mizukage, asleep at all times. And so that way Toby could run the village from the shadows, and that's what happened. But after a while, once Toby got complete control of the village, he fired us, and then since then he's just been telling people that he has the greatest genjutsu, that his Sharingan is greater than any other Uchiha in history. It's all a load of crap. Don't believe it. So if you ever run into Toby, that's what I want you to tell him. I want to ask you, or I want you to tell him where you would be, or where Toby would be, without the secret society of the Sleepy Sound Shinobi. We perform these extremely powerful genjutsus that put our enemies to sleep for an extended period amount of time. The reason why we research so much as genjutsu is because we don't like lethal force. And honestly, anybody can join our society, but we really just promote a healthy living style, and we don't want to kill people. In fact, we want to increase the population because we feel like that's what's best. I'm sorry. I'm going to drink all of your orange juice. I'm really sorry, but I'm not sorry. Oh, that's good stuff. So, society that I work for. I'm sorry that I took such a long tangent. But again, my name's Steve. I was hired by somebody who really cares and loves about you. And loves you. I'm sorry. And they told me, I have a friend that is not getting a full 8 hours of sleep, and it's starting to affect the way that they work. And, when you're someone like me that cares about so much about people's health, it really annoys me. So I accept the job. Regardless of what the pay was, I didn't bring any of my colleagues along. I'm going to do this by myself, but look, you need to sleep. Because whether it's you need to wake up in the morning and do a great job at your work, or you need to wake up and pass that exam, or you need to wake up and your goal is to go to the gym and give it your all, you need to have that energy. You need to take care of yourself. Going to bed anywhere from 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. will not suffice. That is not good for your health. And believe me, I've had issues of my own with insomnia where I would go to bed that late. But once I joined the secret society of the Sleepy Sound Shinobi, I wanted to be the best. I wanted to be the best version of myself. So, it annoys me when the smallest thing you can do for yourself is get the appropriate amount of sleep that a human needs, but you just don't do it. And so that's why I'm here. I kidnapped you, and I'm going to ensure that you get at least one good night of sleep. And then I'll be here when you wake up in the morning to ask you how refreshed you feel. And then actually, I'm going to make you realize how much of a better person you are for getting that extra sleep or taking care of your body by doing various tests and what have you. Physical tests, mental tests, emotional tests. You will see. But I've done enough explaining. I've done enough rambling. I'm horrible at explaining stuff. I apologize. I just have a wandering mind. But I do care very much about sleep and making sure everybody gets the sleep that they need in order to function the next day. Some good orange juice. And so what I'm going to do now is, as I weave my hand signs, I am going to put you in the genjutsu. Now, welcome. You are now within Steve's sleeping genjutsu. You have no control no matter what you do. Our genjutsu is as powerful as a Tsukuyomi by the infamous Uchiha clan. No matter what you do, you can't escape, so you might as well enjoy the tingles. But first, before that, I need to access your brain and see what it is that is exactly bothering you. So, it might sound like I've plugged a controller into your brain, but really, this is just your brain's way of interpreting me going through all of your memories, your experiences, pulling out what is, your bad memories, your good memories, and what is keeping you up at night. And I'm going to get to the bottom of this and delete or get rid of those bad memories so that you can get a good night's sleep every night from here on out after our visit. So, without further ado, I know you didn't exactly consent to this, but I'm going to explore all of your memories, your bad, your good, and I'm going to delete what's been holding you down in order to turn you into the best possible human being you could be. Because you've just passed your training exams, and I would love to see you to become the best shinobi you possibly can. You deserve it, nothing less. But without further ado, you have, wow, out of all my clients, you have one of the most issue or that you've gotten over, but really they eat away at you, and it creates a very toxic mentality. We want to eat all of the toxins so that you're in your body. This genjutsu is designed to destroy these bad memories so that you can become the strongest version of you. Oh, perfect. The scan is complete. So here. Perfect. Now let me unzip all these memories into my notepad. Oh boy. Just looking at it. So this is what you have to go through. You know. These are some pretty, we can get rid of these memories. I can understand why this upsets you, but this has happened years ago. It's a shame that these experiences happened while you were growing up and it sticks with you. But I'm a firm believer that you can grow stronger and move on past these experiences. But I can totally see why your insomnia keeps you up, the anxiety that you feel. And let me tell you, you are not alone. In fact, you're also not the first, myself included, when I was your age growing up. I've had similar circumstances that have held me down. There were mornings where I can't get out of bed after I wake up, or after I get into an argument with a small friend. I'm not able to think right for the rest of the day, and it makes me upset. Or the fact that I feel like I have ADHD all the time, even though it's just my anxiety acting up, and I can't do my homework for college back in my dorm room. I've been in similar experiences that you've been in, and I still deal with these anxiety and depressional issues. But it was my acceptance on the secret society of Sleepy Sound Shinobi. My brethren among me were able to cure my mind, and on top of that, they were able to boost me and tell me how great of a person I am and that I will succeed, and that's what I'm here for you to do. I want you to succeed. I want you to wake up tomorrow and be the best at your job, or in your class, or in your sport, or hell, if it's your first time going to the gym, I want you to go to the gym tomorrow and absolutely blow away everybody and succeed. I want you to be the best. And even though that I was hired here tonight to make sure you got the sleep that you want, if you want me to come around after this and help you sleep every night and help you make the best decisions that you possibly can to benefit your future, well, I'm more than welcome to do so, because you matter to me. I don't just kill ninja that get in my way. I want them to realize their faults and improve upon them. I want them to become the best shinobi that they possibly can. But regardless, so I've unzipped your files and I've now deleted all the bad memories from your mind. But the final step that I'm going to take with you is I'm going to write, yes, I know this might sound weird, but I'm going to write some new code and install it into your brain in order to help your depression and anxiety. Back in the day, we used to rely on therapists and pharmaceutical medicines in order to, improve. And I still think therapists are a great answer. If you have issues, you definitely should go see a was in, but if you just give me a minute, it's just a few lines of text. Yes, I believe. It's funny, I used to be an infiltrator for Orochimaru, and now I focus mostly on the mental health of all my patients. I want everybody to be happy. This verse starts with, yes, perfect. Look at this. It's good so far. Just a few more lines. I'm just giving you the same code that I give my other patients, and you're going to see results right away. Because as you see, oh, I didn't even mention this, the Secret Society of Sleepy Sound Shinobi. Yes, we are defects of Orochimaru, but we are still S-rated Shinobi. Must I add S-rated rogue Shinobi that you should be in fear of. But don't worry, I would never hurt you. I've found a purpose in my life, and I genuinely believe my purpose in life is helping others. And so you will get the sleep that you deserve, whether you like it or not, because you are still stuck in my genjutsu now. But let's finish up this line of code in order to alter your brain. Look at that. That's some good. That's good code. Code I've never written before. Finally. Now I just add the last touch to this code. I'm purposely going to leave a paper trail so that you can find me after you wake up from this genjutsu if you want to join the Secret Society of the Sleepy Sound Shinobi. We are accepting anybody who we feel is fit, but look at that. That's perfect. That is perfect code. Perfect code. And so I know you can kind of understand what I'm saying to you right now in this genjutsu that I've created, and there's a reason for that, but you are going to be knocked out probably for the next 9 or 10 hours. I've used an extraordinary amount of chakra to knock you out and keep this genjutsu going. You are going to get your 8 hours of sleep and more. But before I leave, the last thing I want to say is you really should start to care about your body. Getting the sleep you need, sleeping at the time that is appropriate. It might suck. There might be other things that you love to do, like staying up and watching streams, or YouTube, or playing video games, or doing drugs. I've been there. Or drinking. Believe me, I've been there. But going to bed does your body's wonders. And as a shinobi, that's my goal. I want everybody to realize this. But I'm about to run out of chakra, and I don't want this to be an unpleasant experience for both of us at the disruption of my genjutsu, so I'm going to end it now. When you wake up, you will thank me.